Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector, and we'll continue on with our faction and unit guide. We are currently working on the Tau, and the unit we're going to discuss now is, in my opinion, the most broken unit in the game, and that is the Fire Warrior Breacher team. But first, if you're enjoying these videos, please give my channel a like and subscribe to encourage me to post more content for you. And we'll get started talking about these guys. So these guys are ridiculously cheap for what you get. So at 75 points, you have a unit that each one of these has 60 health, 1 action point, 4 movement, 4 armor, and 10 evasion. It's considered a standard trooper, and their weapon is one of the most powerful weapons in the game. It is a 3 attack, 16 to 22 damage per attack, armor piercing of 4, with a range of 1 to 2, and a base accuracy of 80%, and it falls off by 15 per tile. So effectively it's meant to be a shotgun. Now, they have 3 attacks, despite the fact that these weapons have 2 barrels, and they have a marker light. Now, thankfully, these guys have been nerfed pretty heavily since they were first released, because when these guys were first released, not only did they have this weapon, but they had marker lights, which have since been taken away from them. And then they also have this special ability called the photon grenade, which you end up throwing, and it causes an area of effect that does minus 10 evasion, minus 15 ranged accuracy to the target that it hits, and then minus 5 evasion and minus 10 ranged accuracy to the units surrounding that. Yeah, so it effectively has a 3x3 square effect. It removes Overwatch, and it lasts for 2 turns. So for this, and this used to be a free action too, so for the fucking 75 points, they'd have one of the most powerful weapons, a free AoE grenade that would devastate units and make them even easier to kill, in addition to all the other accuracy buffs that you would have. And they could then use a marker light, which was a free ability at that point in time too. So these guys could effectively do 3 actions every turn, and that was just insane. So thankfully somebody got their shit together and said, we gotta nerf these guys. So they just took away the marker lights, but they're still too overpowered because they're hard to kill. They've got 10 evasion, so once you start buffing them with the ethereal, you now bring them up to 25 evasion, and then you give them 15 bonus health. So that's what, 9 extra health. So now each one of these models has 69 health. They have an armor of 4, so for comparison, that's the equivalent of like a Sister's power armor. And I don't know the lore with the Tau, but I mean, this looks like just carapace armor that the Imperial Guard has, so that's pretty insane. So it just makes these guys really hard to kill. I mean, at 69 health, that effectively gives them more health than most other light infantry in the entire game, and they have better evasion. So this is what makes them too strong. So I think ways that you could nerf these guys would be to decrease their health, decrease their evasion, lower their armor, potentially decreasing the amount of attacks that these guys have, because as you can see with their Pulse Blaster, you know, they do what, 16 times 3 is 32, 48 to 66 damage at an armor piercing of 4 per model. So these guys can effectively blast down anybody that gets into range. So what you effectively will do with these guys is these will be your frontline units. You'll move them up. You'll set up the Overwatch, so anybody that wants to get into melee to start causing the engage will have to go through this entire firing line of a couple of breachers there. You'll likely kill whoever is trying to get into range here, because they can almost one-shot down an assault marine or a death company, somebody that's a jump infantry getting in there. And then with all this damage that you're doing, these guys are also anti-vehicle. They're pretty much anti-everything. They're anti-vehicle, anti-infantry, anti-medium tier infantry. You can move them into a range of 1, so effectively they can be an anti-melee unit because you can just knock them down. Now, they do suffer the engagement penalty, but again, with the amount of damage that you can do with the Tau, you can end up breaking the engagement what would you call it, engagement mechanism, I guess, for this game, because of the amount of damage that you can do to the melee units at range. So it like completely nullifies this, and then, you know, these guys can destroy the vehicles, they can just take out everything. So it's just way too good of a weapon for the cost here. I mean, and you can get 6 of them, so it's like you really don't have much of a penalty to bringing these guys out. Now, thankfully, the photon grenade is no longer a free action, so you know, you get to use one or the other, and then it has a cooldown. But again, this is one of the few, actually the only AoE grenade in the game, so you already gave it to a unit that does some of the most. I mean, these guys can do more damage than heroes. They can do more damage than most other units. I think on my last video I had one of these guys, and it had like a 1 unit with 2 health, and it did what, 70 damage to a unit or something. So that's more than a hero does, like your sanguinary guard or your sanguinary priest or your breacher team, or not breacher team, your fire cadre when they're attacking. I mean, that's more than a lot of these guys can do, so they're just way too overcooked. Now you could reduce the numbers too, I suppose, so you could limit them to 4, kind of like how the orcs are with their Storm Boys, but I would take 4 breachers over 4 Storm Boys any day of the week. So these guys still need to be nerfed a little bit here. Like I said, there's lots of ways that you could end up nerfing these guys to make them more fair, but as the way they are now at 75 points, I suppose you could really increase their cost as well, and that would make it more fair for the weapons that you're able to bring here. So you either got to nerf down their survivability, so they're glass cannons, because right now they're chunky boys and they do a ton of damage, so you got to do something here. But and again, if you want to win your matches, bring a bunch of breachers. You know, there's very few units in this game that are going to be better than that, and with everything else that you can do for buffing them, they can tank a bunch of shots. You can just run them in there and shoot everything apart like you've seen me do, especially when you start giving them bonuses to the shots and their accuracy and everything else with the commander here. The just gets way out of control way too quickly. So I'll try to set up a match here, and we'll see what we can do to show off these units and just how crazy broken they are. But if you've watched my other skirmish matches thus far, I think you've gotten a pretty good idea of it so far as well. And we'll try to get that photon grenade to be empowered to see what that's all about too. And let's see, who did we fight last time? Orcs, so I think we're up to Blood Angels. Shit, let's even give them a 3,000 point matchup, since the Tau counter the Blood Angels so profoundly.
Thrusters engaged. Moving to position.
What troubles you?
Pushing forward.
Just get everybody running up here.
I found your team on the move.
Pushing forward.
Awaiting instructions. I found your team on the move.
Moving out.
Alright.
The trap is set.
More targets will soon be in range.
They may yet be convinced of the truth of our words.
Hostiles detected. I serve the greater good. Moving to position. Ready for orders.
Alright, so we gotta be a little bit careful here, because we don't want to just get
We
jumped.
serve the greater good. I found your team on the move.
Do I not have any more breachers over here? I guess not.
I found your team on the move.
How can I assist?
Standing by.
Nothing shall stand against us.
Well, let's give it another turn, I guess.
Ready for orders.
Breacher, breacher.
Pushing forward.
See, here's all my breachers. I've got a third one over here.
To the front line.
Wherever I am needed.
Pathfinder.
Awaiting instructions.
Pathfinder.
I will slow them down.
Ah, here come the Terminators. I mean, look at that. That was Terminators.
Outside of
The
visual range.
most armored infantry in the game. And we just shot them down with our magic shotguns. They couldn't even attack us.
Targets outside of visual range.
Alright, so you got 10, you've got 20, so you're going to be the one that I'm trying
I
to
serve the greater good.
level up, I suspect. Or I shouldn't say level up, that's kind of false advertising, but buff.
Ready for orders. Pushing forward. What do you need?
Alright, let's get you up here.
Ready for orders.
Alright, we got this.
Make
Extra
every
shots.
shot count.
I'd say I think you can pretty much one-shot a speeder almost, right?
Clear them out.
Yep. So stupid.
Ready for orders.
Alright, well, let's just set up the breacher line here.
Nothing shall stand against us.
Because, I mean, look at these guys. These guys can't even one-shot
High value target identified.
a land speeder without buffs.
Pathfinder team on the move.
And the breacher can.
Confirmed.
And those guys cost way more. Now, what I do need to be doing here
Moving out.
is
I
buffing
am
our
here.
boys.
Move swiftly
With the
and
ethereal.
silently through the battlefield. Moving out. Wherever I am needed.
They will not get
Alright,
through
well,
this way.
let's just set up our breacher line
Standing
here.
by. Strike team, ready.
Got an 85% chance to hit. I mean, honestly, I think we might as well just move these guys up here.
We serve the greater good.
Pushing forward.
Pathfinder team on the move.
Pushing forward.
I mean, honestly, we might as well just keep pushing back here to try to prevent them.
They will not get through
From
this
attacking
way.
you. We've got, what, a 40-some% chance to hit? So we'll do something like that. And where's my breacher? You've got 20 here.
As you wish.
That's unfortunate, because the one that has the experience is going to lose some momentum here. And flamers.
Approaches.
at that, man. Crazy.
I serve the greater
Alright,
good.
well,
Nothing shall
let's
stand
flame these
against us.
guys down. And dang it, I forgot to buff everybody again.
Awaiting instructions.
Let's
Make
do this
every
again.
shot count.
They
Buff
deny the
here.
way of the Tauva.
Because
Kill
now
them
you'll be able to
all.
kill those guys. Alright. And
What do you need?
breachers. You've got 20. Let's just shoot into here. Okay. The assault squad. We'll just move you over here to shoot here.
Ready for orders.
Now, we'll move you up to here. Flame through here. And flame again.
They deny the way of the Tauva. Kill them all.
They're down. Now, I'm gonna ironically give this breacher team
Nowhere they will be even before they
my 100% accuracy, because this should give you bonus
We will not fail.
to hit. And now we've got to move you guys around to try to protect our guys.
We serve the greater good.
What do you
So we'll
need?
move you over here. You can shoot over here. Take those guys out. Move you over here. So you're up to what, 20 something?
ready for orders.
I serve the greater good.
Standing by.
Ready for
I've
orders.
got this breacher team here. That should get you to 30. I guess that means we'll bring you up to here. And you can shoot these guys down. Because I do want to drop their hand flamers.
Cut them down.
What do you need? Pushing forward.
Bring you up to here.
Ready for orders.
Pull
Pathfinder
you
team on the
back.
What do you need?
Pull you back.
As you wish.
Bring
to
you
position.
here to tank
This will
those
bring
guys'
us closer to
attacks.
victory.
What else we got here? Bolt pistol, bolt pistol. No more hand flamers, it looks like.
Priority target marked. Cut them down.
Let's shoot those guys down.
Strike team ready.
That way you can't throw a bunch of crack grenades on me.
Moving out.
Awaiting instructions. Overcharging.
Let's have
the
you
reactor.
attack here and wipe out that death company.
It will be done.
And I guess we'll
Pathfinder
just
team
bring
on
you
the
up
move.
here. And I guess let's just take out the assault company here. There you go.
Nothing shall stand against us.
Guess you can just shoot here.
Taking fire!
Ready for orders.
What troubles you?
I don't think he should be able to jump you at all. Just pull you back here, though, so the predator hopefully can't shoot you
It shall
either.
be.
Ready for orders.
Alright, let's see what happens here. You're doing crack grenade crazy, but with all the bonus health and everything I have.
Seek cover.
I will not break.
Alright. So,
Awaiting instructions.
how do I want to do this? That's 3 per
I
model.
serve the greater good.
So let's get you up to here. We'll flame here,
Deny the way of the Tauva. Kill them all.
and flame again. And I didn't buff my guys first. Again.
Make every shot count.
What is this? 3 per model again, so that's not exactly particularly good experience. But as you can see, that those extra shots definitely make a difference here
Deny the way
in terms
of
of
the
their
Tauva.
damage output.
Kill them all.
What do you need?
Alright, you're up to 48.
I am here.
If I attack here...
It saddens me that it has come to this.
Standing by.
Let's bring you out of there. Let's bring you here.
Ready for orders.
Let's get you this. And now if you shoot, you should be able to kill this death company. Good. That's 24.
Strike 2. Ready.
How can I assist? Ready for orders.
Ready for orders.
We serve the greater good.
Alright, it's a 95% chance to hit. Let's just attack there.
Awaiting instructions. Awaiting instructions.
Attack here. You will probably kill him if I attack again. Which I don't want to happen. Let's move you up here and hopefully you can bait out some grenades.
Nothing shall stand against us.
What do you need?
Bring you over this way.
Ready for orders. Clear them out.
Yeah, it's so stupid how powerful these guys are.
Your ineffective strategy will be your undoing.
Alright, so you're up to 48.
How can I assist?
Pushing forward.
The big thing is I want that guy to survive. So I think we're gonna just have to keep sniping these guys
With pride.
to make sure he doesn't get grenaded.
To the front line.
Standing by.
Try to set up a wall of bodies over this way. Set you over here.
Move swiftly
Get that
and
going.
silently through the battlefield.
You should be safe there.
Awaiting instructions.
I guess let's just move you up here, and hopefully that gives you multiple targets to select.
Ready for orders.
And maybe even get some kills.
We've been spotted.
Yeah, see, look at that. Those guys cost as much as the breachers do. And they can't even kill 3 models here. Sheer ridiculousness. Let's get you here.
Make every shot count.
Let's get you to here. Flame there.
Deny the way of the Tauva. Kill them all.
Flame here. Alright, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Ready. For
Your point
orders.
blank is not quite ready yet.
Strike team, ready.
Alright, so shoot these guys down. Good.
Moving out.
You can shoot here. Good. Mr. Breachers can come up here. 100% chance to hit. Well, might as well feed you some experience while you're here then. Alright, let's attack here. And now you can empower your photon grenade. So if you empower that, it does -20 evasion, -25 ranged accuracy to the target that you deploy it on. And then it also gives -10 evasion and -20 accuracy to all the units surrounding it, and it lasts for an additional turn. So that means 3 turns. It removes their overwatch, and it also has a 1-turn cooldown, so you could spam it again. So that's a pretty damn good ability. Now, if you're doing melee, it doesn't make a bunch of sense to do it. And generally, I can't foresee myself in a situation where I would do the empowered photon grenade over my ranged attack, maybe if I only had a couple models left and these guys were ready, because that would cause the rest of my army to be able to easily kill his units. But for the most part, with how overpowered their attack is, you're generally going to want to just shoot with them.
Need?
Let's see here. Let's just set this up for some kills. Screw it, just overcharge.
We are taking fire.
Not that it mattered.
Instructions.
Start bringing you over this way to flame those guys, I guess. Alright, get this going.
What troubles you?
Pushing forward.
Alright, you can just run down here, shoot these guys in the face. And I think he only has one unit left.
For Viola.
We're taking fire.
To the front line.
So just go ahead and shoot into these guys, I guess. Yep, there we go. So that is the Breachers, the most stupidly broken unit in this entire game. So very frustrating. I mean, the whole point of them is to try to hold the line because you'd only have, what, one unit? The Riptide that has a melee attack. I think everything else in this game does not, or this faction does not, that I can think of off the top of my head. No, it's a Riptide and the Ghost Keel. That has a melee attack as well. But they're just crazy overpowered. They just do so much damage. They're good against everything. They've got a good support ability as well. It's just sheer insanity. And the fact that you can bring 6 of them at 75 points a pop, and then with the buffs to the evasion and the HP, it's just very, very hard to kill these guys. So I almost wish they just had low HP, and then if they're all buffed, fine, but then once the buffs are away, you're just going to totally liquidate them, or if you jump in there and flame them, that would be fine, because you still got to get it within that range of 1, so then you're going to end up being able to get shot apart as well. It just seems like taking 2 to 3 flame attacks to kill these infantry when they can do so much damage is just crazy. I mean, they don't feel like glass cannons, and I kind of always thought, lore-wise, my impression is that's what the situation was. Is, you know, they can shoot you from afar, they want to kite you, but as soon as you close quarters, it was kind of game over for them. And that is not how this faction plays. It plays like, oh, sure, you want to attack me? Close the gap, and I'll just shoot you in the face with this shotgun after I break everybody's morale and just throw my flamers around. So it just doesn't feel like they're in a good state. Again, if you want to do the tournaments and get #1, and you don't want to, if you want to do it without having to try very hard, go with the Tau and do a Breacher heavy army. So it'll work out for you. I mean, as you saw, they were sitting there throwing crack grenades after crack grenades on me, and then with the evasion and the total amount of health that I had, it's like 3 or 4 frag grenades to wipe out a squad. It was just insane. I mean, as you saw, those tactical Marines that were attacking me, they couldn't even barely kill any of these units given all their buffs. The only ones they could attack is the ones that weren't buffed by the ethereal, and even then it was taking several attacks for them to be able to do a squad wipe. So it's just, they're just not in a good spot right now. But thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe. Encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.